Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is. And
man.
keeping the action going. It's barely getting started, and we're working our way to TJ Brown versus the UFC newcomer, Danny Chavez. This is a featherweight bout, and I'm eager to see this one play out. It's interesting that they're giving a guy with 21 fights in Brown a UFC newcomer. They must feel pretty highly for my guy Chavez. And it's not like Brown is lighting the world on fire. And you think
it's one of those. Danny Chavez had a belt, where he was. Nice little record.
Was a champion.
Nice little record. I feel like this is one of those where they set this up for TJ Brown to not necessarily showcase his skills, but it's more so one of those, hey, you came in off the Contender Series, you got to win. We set you up with apparently somebody that was a little bit too high for your caliber. And Jordan Griffin, he ended up getting technical sub, which means he didn't even tap. He just went to sleep.
No tap.
Like, hey, if you out here not tapping, I mean, you got heart. The UFC is giving them another tough test, but I think this is a test that TJ Brown should be able to handle. Should be able to handle.
Right. He has a win over Peter Barrett, who we just saw last week. So that's interesting. So he can't beat that type of competition. So Danny Chavez,
he was a LFA vet. He was out there getting it done.
I like
TJ Brown was out there getting it done before the unfortunate loss to Jordan Griffin. And I mean, at the end of the day, no shade to Chavez. He's on a 3-fight win streak himself. And he's one of these guys that comes in fresh off of a fight. Just fought a couple of weeks ago on a regional scene. So, he's clearly ready. I feel like the size disadvantage is going to be a little bit too much for Chavez in his debut. This might be one of those situations where, hey, we set you up with somebody that you might not be able to beat, but we'll give you a little bit easier competition the next time around.
Oh, man.
Also, I think Chavez should probably, I know he was a featherweight elsewhere, but at 5'7", you might need to look to going down a bantamweight or something, because at this level of competition,
those nasty calf kicks from a guy Danny Chavez. I feel if you're throwing a calf kick, you got a chance.
Oh, hey, he got a chance.
Chavez I got Chavez getting it done here.
Oh, okay.
The better striker, he will have to watch for the subs, but Danny Chavez will come into this fight as the better striker standing. The calf kicks he throw heavy. Like I said, he's a good fast striker. Look good in his boxing from what I've seen. If he can put those two together, he doesn't have the stopping power, doesn't have too many knockouts, but his last couple of fights were some first round finishes. So
that was confusing to me. I want to say the only three finishes that he has in his resume are the last 3 fights of his
He's
and it's like,
competition too. That's your competition as well. So, but hey, he's a champ. He's probably finally put it together. Like, hey, I know what I need to do to start stopping these guys. He's going to have a chance to prove it against TJ Brown, making his UFC debut. That's another thing that I think he may have going in his favor. Is not a lot of tape out on him to even study, unless these guys are getting filmed from the back, But yeah, his calf kicks look good to me. I feel like if you have a good calf kick, if that's something you can lead with, and you also have Chris boxing and calf kicks go together hand in hand. It's a match made in heaven.
I give you that much.
Match made in the ring. Match made in the ring, So I do have Danny Chavez getting this one done. I like the TJ Brown pick because TJ Brown can get the subs off and he can get the finish. But he does have 7 L's on his record, which means he can be beat.
He can be beat for sure. He could for sure be beat. Been knocked out 3 times, been subbed 3 times. Chavez not necessarily looking for a sub, and like I said, up until recently, wasn't even necessarily looking for a finish. But he got a few, so
I can get this off now. Okay, cool. I'm gonna start doing this.
And I had
to fight 15 minutes. You thought you had to
fight another one of those things is Chavez is clearly game to go in 15 minutes with guys. Yeah, TJ Brown only even won one decision. One decision win, one decision loss. So he's a guy that's, out of 21 fights, only finished. Yeah, out of 21 fights, only been 15 minutes twice. So we gonna see.
True. We gonna see. And if it does go 15 minutes, I will have to. I'm siding with Chavez because that just means he was out there getting off.
Out there, yeah.
TJ Brown is stopping you more than likely if he's letting it go that distance. So, yeah, I'm rolling with Chavez. I think Chavez gets it done just by his striking.
And we got a disagreement.
Disagreeing already. Goodness. Hey, we started off good. Can't have it all. Can't have it all. We started off good. And that's our prediction for the TJ Brown, Danny Chavez. Stick with us with the Cajun Style podcast. Hopefully you're watching it in the playlist because you can get that next video, which is going to be fight number 3. Oh, yeah. He pointed to the comment. He pointed to the subscribe. He pointed at everything.
Yeah. Comment. Yeah. Like, subscribe. Hit the notification.
Something. Oh, no. He brought back the Millie. You giving us the Nelly? No. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.